See, let's face it. The fact that the pastor is on the pulpit and is telling us abstain from sex, sexual immorality is bad, or this is bad, sex has done this and that, so abstain from premarital sex until marriage, doesn't mean... Hello everyone, I welcome you all to Healthy Living with Regina Tetteh, where it is all about health promotion. Thank you all so much for subscribing, liking, watching, sharing, and the comments. Charlie, amazing comments. Thank you all. I would like to say that if you are new to this channel or haven't yet subscribed, please do subscribe. Okay, please do subscribe. Subscribing is a way of saying I support what you do. And then after you subscribe, how would you know anytime I post a video? So you see the bell by the subscription button. You click on that bell, certain options will come. You click all. That is how you'll be notified anytime I upload any video concerning medical school experiences or any typical health video. I am still talking about cervical cancer, and I would like to tell you that still here in Kolebu is still running cervical cancer screening at a reduced cost, reduced than how it used to be. So I think this is the time to tell our girlfriends, sisters, mothers to come and get screened for the cervical cancer. In fact, if I'm in your life and then you do not tell me about this cervical cancer screening, I get to find out later, and you're my boyfriend, I'll leave you. Let's put that one aside. So today I'm going to address certain concerns that came to me after I made a video on how to correctly use the male condom. Their concerns are basically two. Yes, so the first one was about an individual asking me why I am promoting the use of condom as a Christian. And I'm laughing because it kind of sounds okay, it sounds funny to me. Okay, yes. And then the other one was about one lady trying to seek assurance from me as to whether her being married protects her against cervical cancer. So these are the questions I am going to answer today. If you'd like to know my responses, then you would have to watch to the end. So here is it. The virus that causes cervical cancer does not care whether you are young. It doesn't care whether you are married. It doesn't care whether you are not married. It does not care whether you are Christian. It doesn't care whether you are Muslim. It doesn't care whether you are a traditionalist. It just doesn't care who you are. Depending on what I have seen, okay, and what researchers have shown, there are certain things you don't even have to wait for research to even show you. From what I have seen, okay, cervical cancer, the virus that causes cervical cancer, does not care. In fact, when it comes to individuals who are young, it rather has affinity for the cells of the cervix of such individuals. You know, our sisters who have just moved from puberty and are approaching the adolescence, you know, their cervix. So their cervix is such that when the virus gets there, the cells kind of rather even attract and hold on to these viruses. So you see what I'm telling you, that the virus does not care whether you are young or be like, oh, this person is young, so let's spare the cervix. No. If such an individual has unprotected sexual intercourse with someone that has the human papilloma virus, this individual has a high chance, okay, it increases the chance of such an individual of contracting the virus and developing cancer in future. Unlike someone who has probably not have any sexual intercourse with anyone, you know, someone who is also young. Now to the next one, which is about individuals who are not married. The virus that causes cervical cancer won't say, oh, you are not married, and then, oh, you've had sexual intercourse with someone that has the virus, but the virus will be like, oh, since this individual is not married, let's spare this person. No. All the virus cares about is your cervix. Okay, I mean in the context of cervical cancer, in this context, what the virus cares about is getting access to your cervix. So it's not looking at your status, whether married, single, whatever you call yourself, I mean your status. It's not looking at you. All it cares about is having access to your cervix. So if you're not married and then you have unprotected sexual intercourse with someone that has the human papilloma virus, it increases your chances of contracting the virus and developing cervical cancer in future. If you are married, the virus does not care whether you are Mrs. A or Mrs. B or Mrs. C. As far as you are having unprotected sexual intercourse with an individual who has the human papilloma virus, it increases your chances of contracting the virus and then developing cancer in future. This individual may be your husband or may not be your husband. I hope you are getting the context from which I'm explaining this thing. So my point is, the baseline is all about, as a young lady, you having unprotected sexual intercourse with a man that has the human papilloma virus. So it's the baseline is basically about coming into contact with the virus. So yes, there may be a social issue. You may be asking yourself that, so how about us as a young lady who is married? What then do I do to reduce my likelihood of having cervical cancer? We will talk about that in the next video. Okay, now to the very first question about why as a Christian I'm promoting the use of condom. See, let's face it, the fact that the pastor is on the pulpit and is telling us abstain from sex, sexual immorality is bad, or this is bad, sex has done this and that, so abstain from premarital sex until marriage, doesn't mean everyone in the congregation is going to wait until married before they have sex. You know it and I know it, so let's just face it. So I am saying that if you are not going to listen to your pastor to abstain from sexual intercourse and you want to have sex, use a condom. Correct and consistent use of condom reduces your chances of contracting the HPV when you have sexual intercourse with someone, a man that has the HPV. So yes, as a Christian, I will promote the use of condom because the pastors keep preaching abstinence, but individuals in the church are still having sexual intercourse before marriage. Okay, so that is it. If you won't abstain, use the condom because cervical cancer does not care whether you are a Christian, whether you are a Muslim, whatever you are. Cervical cancer doesn't care. And as for abstinence, I talk about abstinence. I've spoken about it in the ABCDE of HIV prevention. And if you watch my videos, you know that I spoke extensively on that. I hope you get it. So abstain and abstain and abstain. But if you won't abstain, then please use condom. That is if you want to reduce your likelihood of contracting the human papilloma virus, because the virus isn't written on the face of this man. The virus is such that most people who have it are asymptomatic. They do not show any sign. They don't even have symptoms. They don't even know. So the person may not say, I am coming to give you HPV. No, he himself, he doesn't even know. So the one way to prevent you, to reduce your likelihood of coming into contact with the virus, is you abstain or you use condom. So do not have unprotected sexual intercourse, whether you're a Christian or you're a Muslim or whoever that you are. If the virus cares about our status, then we won't have women here at Kolebu coming and being diagnosed of cervical cancer, and a lot of people die. If the virus cares about our status and will spare people, they won't have. Let me know if you have any question in the comment section. Thank you, and I'll see you in subsequent videos.